Okay guys, just wanted to do a quick little tool review. I'm going to be installing some Rivnuts on my firewall in the Volvo to attach a E85 content sensor. And I wanted to show you guys that I have been using this tool from Harbor Freight and it kind of sucks. So I went on Amazon and got one of the better reviewed Rivnut tools. It is from Astro Pneumatic tool company. Looks like 1442. And we'll do a little quick unboxing just to see what's in there, and then we'll get to doing the little project that I have. So hang on tight. So first things first, it's in a nice blow mold case. I like that because the one that came from Harbor Freight is not, and the bits are all over the place and I end up losing them. So first things first, this is the first I'm seeing it. Instruction manual. That's really nice. You got the Rivnuts themselves here. Oh, I'm sorry, you got the Rivnuts here. These looks like they're the furls or the bits or whatever you want to call them. And then you have this, which is a little bit different design than the previous one that I've been using. Might be able to get in a little bit tighter space, might not. This is the one that I was using, like straight from the boat. Kind of a pain in the ass to use, and this one here is more of like a bolt cutter type situation. So let's go through what we got here. We got a user manual. Nothing too daunting there. Probably causes cancer. And then the instruction book, or the registration book here, that'll probably end up going in the trash. So I'm going to look through here, see what I can come up with, and we will take a look at how we go about using this thing. So just give me a second, let me look through the instructions here so we're not looking like goofs, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so here we are. Again, we are trying to figure out how to use this. It seems pretty self-explanatory. So originally I was going to use the M8 mandrel, and just to be clear, it says it includes Rivnuts for all the sizes: M5, M6, and M8, quarter 20, 1024, 5/16, and I got quarter 20s. I got M6. I got M5. I got M5, I got 1024, and I got 5/16. So I got every single one in the kit that I don't need. So my luck, once again, they gave me two M5s instead of an M8. So wonderful. So adapt and overcome, we're just going to use the 5/16. Didn't want to do that because I already had bought the hardware for it, but whatever, we're just gonna roll with it. I don't really want to wait around anymore. So okay, so everything's loaded on here. I got the 5/16 mandrel in there, and threaded a Rivnut on top of that as well. So in theory we should be able to drill our corresponding hole. So in this case, the 5/16 is going to be a 7/16 diameter hole, which I have already. I have a drill, I have the drill bit, and then I have what I think everything that I need to attach this. So stand by until I get everything all squared away and set up here, and we'll see how this thing works. Okay, so I got both of my holes drilled. And to spare you the agony of watching or having you watch me struggle and drill these holes, I did them ahead of time. So now that we got the holes prepped, we have the tool locked and loaded, and I'm going to attempt to install these one-handed. Or better yet, you know what? You guys get the gist. You jam this in the hole, pump on these handles, and then it should in theory pop out. So pop out the side, and then I can unthread this, and then I got a threaded insert there. So we're gonna pause it here. I'm gonna try this, and then we'll show you the end result. Okay, so don't mind the yard work going on behind me, but there's one in. Actually worked really well. Super happy with that. So I'm gonna load it up here, and then we're gonna do the second one. So let me just find my other piece here. This is what the Rivnut itself looks like. What you do is just thread it on there, and like I said, you just put it in this hole, load it in there like that, pump these handles, and then it deforms the sidewalls inside, snugs it up, and then it's good to go. So let me show you the second one. Hopefully by then this guy's done leaf blowing or whatever, but here we go. Okay, so just like that, I got the 2 holes drilled, and this tool works pretty well. The only thing I can say is, especially in a corner like this here, where I could see the other tool, the other style of tool would be a little better. When you got these jaws open, or these arms open, it's kind of snug in here, so you have to manipulate some of the stuff that you're working on to get a full throw. You can get a little bit of adjustment out of the tool itself, but for the most part, it did the job here, and it's a lot more stout than the other tool. So again, I'll just have to get the proper nuts, or the proper bolts rather, and then I'll sit right down on there for my E85 content sensor, and we'll be good to go. So all in all here, this little guy was worth the money. Super happy with it. Worked really well. The only bummer that I'm a little pissed about is the fact that you know, it didn't come with the only freaking size Rivnut that I needed. So, but whatever. I ended up using the 5/16, which is the standard equivalent. I just need to get the hardware now. So, all in all, guys, it's much more robust than the Harbor Freight one. I mean, I guess this kind of works somewhat, but manipulating this knob here to get everything open and loose is really painful. I don't know if you can see, but like the knurling on the adjusting knob there is all chowdered up because you physically have to use like a pair of pliers to get it loose. So this is much more user-friendly, and it turns out pretty easily. You don't need to use any type of force. So the design on this is much better. Again, I like the tool for the simple fact it comes with the case. This one did not, and stuff just kind of ends up all over the place, and being self-contained in a case like this is a big draw for me anyways. But again, this is the Astro Pneumatic. The Astro Pneumatic Tool Company 1442 13-inch nut thread setting and hand riveter kit. Really nice. I approve. I know there's other ways of using these things that don't involve spending money on a tool, but this is much more convenient for me, and I enjoy having tools that work good. So that's all for this one. Hope this helps you guys, you know, people who are into these things or need one or looking for one. Hopefully that helps somebody actually make a decision on whether or not they enjoy or want the tool. So that's it for this one, and when I get something else, I'll do another review. But until next time, guys, Astro Pneumatic 13-inch Rivnut tool works great. Thanks, guys.